The day I killed my lover's wife, I was wearing her favorite slippers. Her name was Fatima. She had been following us for 3 weeks. I knew because I saw her once, standing under the mango tree near my compound, watching my window. When our eyes met, she didn't look away. She just smiled. That smile stayed in my dreams. BC was her husband. He sold tires at the motor park. Big man, thick neck, gold on his wrist. He came to my shop first for a phone charger, then for something else. His hands were rough from work, but gentle on my skin. He said his wife didn't understand him. They always say that. I never believed it. But his money was real, and my rent was due. "You are too beautiful for this small shop," he told me one evening, leaning against my counter. "A woman like you needs a man who can do things." I laughed. "And your wife, she will agree for you to do things for me?" He waved his hand. "Fatima has her own life. She doesn't ask me questions." Foolish man. Every woman asks questions. The wise ones just don't ask with their mouths. That day, the day it happened, was a Thursday. BC had sent word that he would come at night. His wife was traveling to Ibadan for her mother's birthday. We had the whole house to ourselves. I cooked. I bathed with the good soap. I put on the blue wrapper he liked. I waited. He came at 9. We ate, we talked, we went to the room. At 11, we heard the door open. BC sat up straight. His eyes went wide like a goat seeing its slaughter. "Fatima," he whispered. I did not move. I did not breathe. Footsteps in the parlor. Slow, heavy, dragging something. Then her voice. "BC, I know you did there. I know she did there too. Come out. Let us talk like family." BC looked at me. His face was wet with sweat. "Stay here. Lock the door. Don't open for anybody." He pulled on his trousers and went out. I heard their voices, low at first, then rising, then shouting, then something falling, glass breaking, then a scream, his scream, then silence. I waited. 5 minutes. 10. Nothing. I opened the door. The parlor was empty. The front door was open. Wind was blowing in, carrying the smell of roadside barbecue. I stepped out. The compound was quiet. The generator was off. Even the dogs were silent. Then I saw her. Fatima was standing behind the door. Just standing, waiting. In her hand was a small cutlass, the kind they use for cutting coconut. She smiled, the same smile from under the mango tree. "Sister," she said softly, "I've been waiting to meet you properly." She did not kill me that night. She wanted to talk first. We sat in my parlor. She placed the cutlass on the table between us. BC was gone, run away like a thief, left us 2 women to settle his mess. "You know," Fatima said, looking around my small room, "this is not the first time. BC has done this before, 3 times in 10 years. Each time I find the woman. Each time I talk to her, and each time the woman leaves him." I said nothing. "But you," she continued, looking at me now, "you are different. You are not like the others. I can see it in your eyes. You are not looking for love. You are looking for survival." Still, I said nothing. "That is why I did not bring my brothers. That is why I did not beat you, because I understand survival. I am tired, but I am also tired of being tired." She stood up, walked to my door, turned back. "BC will come back tomorrow. He will beg you. He will say he is sorry. He will promise to leave me. He is lying. He will never leave me. I have his children. I have his secrets. I have his shame." She opened the door. "But you have something too. You have this night. You have this warning. What you do with it is your own business." She left. I sat there until morning, the cutlass still on my table. BC came back the next evening, just as she said. He had a fresh cut on his cheek. His eyes were red. He fell on his knees at my door. "Grace," he cried, "forgive me. I didn't know she would come. I didn't know she would find us. I will leave her, I swear. Give me 1 week. I will pack my things. We will go somewhere new. You and me." I looked at him. This man on his knees. This man who ran away and left me alone with his wife and her cutlass. I should have remembered Fatima's words. I should have listened. But his eyes were wet, his voice was broken, and I was alone, and the rent was due again. And the world is cold for women who have no one. I said, "Stand up." He stood, hope flooding his face. "1 week," I said. "I will give you 1 week." He grabbed me, held me like I was water, and he was dying of thirst. Over his shoulder, I saw the cutlass still on the table. Fatima's face floated in my memory. Her warning, her tired eyes. I pushed the thought away. The night it happened, it was raining. BC had come straight from the motor park. He was tired. We ate. We lay on the bed. The room was small, but clean. I had made it nice for us. We didn't hear the door open. The first thing I saw was the cutlass, then her face, Fatima, standing in the doorway, drenched from the rain, her eyes moving from BC to me to the red slippers on the shelf. "Ah," she said softly, "you kept them." BC scrambled off the bed, naked, grabbing for his trousers. "BC, please." "Shut up." Her voice was calm, too calm, the kind of calm that comes before a storm. She walked to the shelf, picked up the slippers, turned them over in her hands. Then she looked at me. "I warned you," she said. "I gave you your life. I told you the truth for free, and you threw it away." "BC," Fatima started again. She moved so fast I barely saw it. The cutlass swung. BC screamed and jumped back. Blood appeared on his arm. A shallow cut, just a warning. He ran. The door banged open. His footsteps pounded down the stairs. Then nothing. Just the rain, just me, just Fatima. She turned to me, the cutlass dripping with his blood, her eyes wet with something that might have been tears or rain. "You see," she said, "he runs. He always runs. And we stay. We always stay." I was on the bed, naked, exposed, my whole body shaking. "Get dressed," she said. I reached for my wrapper. My hands were useless. I couldn't make them work. She watched me struggle. The cutlass hung at her side. "Hurry up," she said. "I want to do this outside, not in this room. I don't want to leave blood on that bedsheet. I don't want to leave any part of me in this place." I pulled on my clothes. My legs carried me to my feet. She gestured with the cutlass. "Walk." I walked toward the door, toward the stairs, toward whatever waited outside. Behind me, I heard her pick up the slippers from where she had dropped them. "Take them," she said. "You loved them so much. You will wear them to your grave." She threw them at my feet. The red slippers, her favorite, now mine. I bent down, slowly, slowly. My fingers touched the plastic. My eyes searched the floor. And found it. A nail, long, rusty, sticking out from a loose floorboard. I straightened up, turned to face her. She raised the cutlass. I swung my hand. The nail went into her neck. Her hands flew to her throat. The cutlass clattered to the floor. She stumbled back, sank down. Her eyes found mine, wide, questioning. I watched the life leave them. The rain kept falling. The room was quiet. I stood there for a long time. Then I picked up the cutlass. I wrapped her body in the flowered bedsheet, the one I had bought to make the room nice. I dragged her to the abandoned construction site behind the building. The foundation pit had filled with water, deep, dark, waiting. I pushed her in. The water swallowed her without a sound.
I went back inside. I packed my things. Then I sat down to wait for Bisi. He came back at dawn, soaked, shivering, his eyes wild. Grace, Grace, where is she? What happened? I looked at him. This man who ran twice, left me twice to face his wife alone, twice. I said, she left. He stared at me. What? I said, she said she was tired of chasing you, tired of fighting. She said she was going back to her village, taking the children. You will never see her again. His mouth opened and closed like a fish. He believed me. Men always believe what they want to believe. He fell to his knees, thanking God, thanking me, crying with relief. I let him cry. I let him thank. I let him hold me. Bisi moved in with me that week. We played house. He went to the motor park. I went to my shop. At night, he held me and talked about our future, marriage, children, a proper life. I listened. I nodded. I smiled. I never told him. Sometimes I go back to that construction site. The water is still there, dark, deep, quiet. I stand at the edge and I think about Fatima, about her tired eyes, about her warning, about the night she gave me my life and I threw it away. I think about the nail, how it waited in that floorboard for years, how my fingers found it at exactly the right moment. I think about what she said. He runs, and we stay. We always stay. She was right. He runs, we stay. But some of us stay in different ways. I stay in this shop, in this life, in this lie. And Fatima stays in that water, silent, waiting, like the nail waited, waiting for the next woman who will learn too late that some warning should be heeded, that some men are not worth the blood, that survival is not the same as living.